audio though. I think we're live.
Think we're live? I think we might be live, Joe.
Yeah. Let me see. Did it show up on? Let's see. Let's go over here and see. This is Joey Shintaro. Let me go to the Good Morning Gloucester ones. We'll see.
I don't see it on your page. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're live.
We are live?
8 seconds.
Let's see. I might have to delay here.
Did it show up on
Oh, okay.
page?
Don't turn that volume down now.
Just did.
Good job, Scotty. Welcome. This is a special mid-afternoon. I know. I can move this.
Yeah, mid-afternoon edition.
Mid-afternoon edition. We got an idea on Sunday on the podcast to do a dog contest.
How's that idea working out for you with these tireless preparations, I will say?
Why don't you give the viewers what would I look like when you walked in?
All the wind was out of Joey's sail.
Bleary eyed.
Yes. Joe, I'll start off by saying you deserve that DCL right there. And for those of you that do not know what that is, it's a delicious Coors Light. And in no way should I say we're sponsored by these people, but these are delicious. Also, Monaco cocktails, a tequila lime crush. And I got these at the liquor store next to, what's that Lebanese place?
Lekker. What'd you say?
Liquor store.
I don't even. Oh, there it is.
Good Harbor Liquors.
Good Harbor Liquors.
All right.
Right next to the Nest. Right near the Nest.
But what's that restaurant that's right there? We're gonna give them a plug too.
Oh, Marcoux Bread.
Marcoux Bread.
That's the Marcoux Bread. All right, there you go. Let me turn this. I'm gonna be so I can see if we have any comments. I'm gonna go over to the comments on this screen right here.
As Joey's going to check the comments and technical part of the show, we do have a few topics that I jotted down here, Joey. We'll get to a few of those here this afternoon. We're not going to do a whole full podcast, but I do have some topics I'd like to maybe address.
Yeah, please do.
So, are we doing any comments yet?
Not. Yeah, I don't see any. Well, I just logged on, so I wouldn't see any of the ones that previous. Anybody that has any comments, you can give them now because I just logged on to this computer so I can see them come in. Jen Aiello says that when she voted for her pup Whiskey, it cast a vote for Novi Blue. I don't think that they're mixed. I think you hit the wrong button, Jen, because it's impossible.
I thought that also because I have big fat sausage fingers here.
Yeah.
And the names are rather close together. So be real careful when you're going to vote for your dog.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
I voted for the dog that I wanted to, and it showed up, and I immediately saw a change in percentage in the voting poll on the page. Right. So it gives you a live feed of where they are currently at.
Right. No, it would not mix up. It would be human error. It wouldn't be that I don't do anything as far as. I just put the name and it goes into the category and
has its own generator for the poll.
Its own generator. It has nothing to do with I don't put a link.
So there's no maniacal synastry going on behind the keyboard. No trolling.
No maniacal. Yeah, try again, Jen. Try again because I promise you.
I'm not sure you can try it again because it only allows you to vote one time.
Yeah, you can vote you can vote from a computer, but then you can also vote if you take your Wi-Fi off, you could vote from your
5G
cell phone.
From your cell phone.
Yeah, because it wouldn't go through your router. I think it controls it by the router.
So
if you're using your Wi-Fi, it's going to go that way.
So is there going to be stuff in the ballot here or voter fraud? Is this a fake news thing going to happen?
No, I think it's normal for people.
I can foresee it happening.
Well, it's going to be what it's going to be. If people are going to be jerks, they're going to be jerks. But I
can see a big massacre at the end of this.
So what on the other part that people need to know is this voting right now is not the final vote.
This is just to get into the bracket.
This is to get into the big dance. This is just like the March Madness tournament. Like the top 64 vote getters will advance. Gambler, listen to me, Paul Gambler, that says you should be able to vote top 10. Listen to me right now. I put fucking an insane amount of hours. My eyes are bleeding. I have this thought through. We're not changing anything right now. The vote is live.
Like there's no Fifi and Fido that's seated number 4 or number 2 in the
No, and the thing of it is I have the way it comes up in the poll part, it's random. So if you come back the following day, there's not a bunch of them at the top of the list that would like garner votes. So
right.
at the top,
so
then,
not like Google clicks where the one you're paying to be more at the top of the list. No, none of that. Okay.
So, but this is the play-in. So if you want to get your dog in, so like and I explain this, but a lot of people sometimes they don't read the stuff, which is I get it. That's fine, but the top votes to get to the 64. If at the bottom, if there's some dog, if we get to, I can't foresee this happening, but say we get to 60 dogs that have votes, like down to one, like the dog 60 that qualifies has one vote, dog 59 has one vote, and then there's 61 to 64 have 0 votes.
Right.
It's gonna go by the people that entered first.
The time
that they sent me the email first, because that's just the way it's going to go. And if there's, there may be a bunch of dogs that have 2, at the end. Whatever happens to be, that's how we're going to determine who gets into the big dance.
No, we never
Gambler
really
says he didn't vote for his own dog. Why would you not vote for your own dog? That's insanity.
The president votes for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. Every politician gets their one vote.
I can't imagine not voting for your own dog. That's like
your dog's gonna be mad at you tonight, Gambler. That dog's gonna chew your shoes.
That dog's gonna pee on. But yeah, no, it's exciting. I mean, I started editing this thing at 5 a.m. and I finished. What was it, 2:34 or something like that? I think that's what I hit.
Were there any ground rules when you submitted a photo for your dog? Does the dog have to be alive, or was it a past dog that?
No, I said it had to be alive.
You did say it's.
A couple people asked me, and I said.
Well, if they asked, then yes, sorry, because I would have submitted my Conan, who is 3 years past now, which I thought was a very great looking dog, but I did not.
Bex Borden submitted the dogs that were dead, and I bounced that one out. Ed Collard asked if he could have a dead dog in there. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
I think the dog should be alive. Now, what happens if the dog dies during the contest?
Well, maybe they go see. Maybe
they were alive at the time.
Maybe they go see Port Veterinarian Hospital, and maybe they can help you out there.
And if they can actually, if they do win, they could use the prize money from the gift certificate towards the fees of the dog being taken care of at the vet once it's gone.
So I should mention the Seaport Veterinarian Hospital donated $1,000 worth of prizes.
Unbelievable.
These prizes are not for this contest; they're for the play-in contest.
Mm-hmm.
I know how you've been involved enough internet things to know that people don't read.
There's been a lot of shyster stuff going on. People will try to finagle every angle and exploit it if they can.
But I've said it like in the post where I described how you vote. I've said at least 4 times in the post, this is not the actual thing. This is the play-in.
Well, the big bold letters that say "vote in" should have gave it away right away.
But I'll tell you, right, you saw it.
I saw it.
Right,
and I'm blind as bat.
How many people do you think are gonna freak out and say that my dog won and you didn't tell me? Oh, you don't even think that was the turn.
It's going to be, you know what? But we'll have fun with those people too because they're entitled to their opinion. But however, the rules are the rules, and we're going by the rules.
So I'm gonna refresh my page right now, and we're gonna go over live results right as
before you refresh that. I just want to say I got a topic here because we're both wearing fish print hats from Joe's Fresh. Joe Higgins, Joe's Fresh Fish Prints, and you can go ahead and refresh that now. But we wanted to give Joe a little plug right there and give him a shout out because he's been so kind to the GMG cast with the apparel and swag.
Oh, wow.
He has hats. He's famous for the tuna fishtail and fish prints for artwork that many people have hanging in their homes all over the North Shore, and I'm sure around the world. shipping as well. But not only hats, he has what I saw online today was a very good. If you're a Grateful Dead fan, and even if you're not, it was a very good designed logo for a coffee mug. It was Rocky Neck, and the Y was the fishtail, but it was in the head design of the famous Grateful Dead. The red and the blue.
I saw that, and I said to him, if you get those put onto trucker hats like this,
Yes, absolutely.
I said I would commit to buying 2 of them.
Yep, I would definitely buy one.
Great dog, and it says Rocky Neck on it.
Yes.
That's especially where I like it, because I'm a big Rocky Neck guy. I just put a link in the on the Facebook feed where you can go and vote if you haven't started to vote yet. But do you want me to go through some of the?
Let's run down some of the list.
So there are a bunch of people that a bunch of dogs. Maybe their owners are working. They haven't seen that the vote is live. That don't have votes yet. But I'm going to go right now down the list. Maddie, dog Matt. First, I'm going to say the dog's name, then I'm going to say the owner's name, and then how many votes. Maddie, dog Maddie. Tim Guest is the owner, 1 vote. Then we go down to Greta Shackleton's dog, Molly, has 1 vote. Ken and Meg Knowles' dog, Russell, has 1 vote.
Is that Ken Knowles from Cape Ann Plein Air?
I'm thinking it is.
In Knowles Studios in Rockport?
I'm right at the 4 corners,
yeah.
5 corners.
Ken, if that's you and if you're watching, chime in, let us know it's you.
Then we go down to Jeff Pappas, Brody has 1 vote. Linda, Eddie's dogs. So some people had 2 dogs in the same photo. Connor and Zoe has 1 vote. The Bellissimo family, Rocco and Lulu, had 1 vote.
2 great names.
Tamara Diaz Oliver, that's your sister?
That's my sister.
She has 2 votes.
2 votes.
Ooh, so she's in the money right now. She's in the money. Sadie Rose, her dog Poppy, it has 1 vote. Holly Gamber's dog Toby, that's also Paul Gamber's dog, 1 vote. Go down to Elizabeth DeAngelis, Shredder has 1 vote. Then we go down to Rachel DeStasio, Nyla has 2 votes.
Okay, yep.
Evelyn Watson and Jen Flaherty has Daisy May with 1 vote. Kristen Ryan has Sophie with 1 vote. Very cute dog.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen after 6 p.m. tonight at 7. If the floodgates are going to open, you're going to see the voting numbers jump, and then more so overnight. This is going to be exciting.
Oh, absolutely. Amy Knight Jackson has 1 vote. 5 votes for Daniel and Richard Dort, dog Courage. 5 votes.
That seems like a leader on the board at the moment.
You'll see, actually. Mark Sutera, Rebel, 1 vote. Whitney Connolly, Daisy, 1 vote. Jen and Joe Wilson's dog Whiskey has 2 votes. Billy Joe Todd's Sophie has 1 vote. D Noble's Millie has 2 votes. Kim Reed's Lila has 1 vote. Ben Fillmore's Louie has 1 vote. Done. Janelle Palazzola Puopolo, Nala is the dog's name, 7 votes. Mercedes Lane's Revis has 2 votes. Thatcher and Finn Schraft's Minnow, that's our friends, has 2 votes. Jennifer Thibodeau's Leith Emerson has 1 vote. Sedalia Schwartz's Louie, friend of the podcast, has 1 vote. Rachel McKechnie is Milo, has 2 votes. Craig Kimberly's Ruby has 1 vote. Andrea Apron's Luna has 1 vote. Kim McEachran, Cleo has 2 votes. And Amanda Isabel Albie has 1 vote. Kim McKay's Lulu has 1 vote. Lily and Minky, Lori Killian has a photo with 4 dogs in it. Riley, Twinkie, Lily, and Minky with 1 vote.
Minky.
Minky.
Yes, it's a Minky dog.
Annie Rochon's Rita has 1 vote. Kathy Goldman's Tessa has 1 vote. Leanne Palazzola's Ravioli with 2 votes.
Ravioli for a dog name. That's
in the lead. Great. Emily Kylie Tunney has 9 votes.
Whoa.
Way up in the front.
Almost double the second place, almost.
Chris and Charlene McCarthy's Bo with 3 votes. Haley Mondello's Brenna has 2 votes. Nancy Finnegan's Bodie and Thelma has 3 votes. Linda Sinelli and Kyle Hendry's Bailey has 2 votes. Olivia and Scott Rogers Orion has 3 votes. Carol Mondello's Novi Blue has 4 votes. Denise and Leo Francis, also a DJ, I think.
Yeah, yes, Leo's Classic Hits, if it's the same Leo.
Bell has 1 vote. Julie and Roger Pollock, 1. Alaska has 1 vote. Jay Odwadi, that's a good buddy of mine and Gamber's. Scout, 4 votes. So was that second place or was that third place?
That's
I think we have
second,
1 with 9 and 1 with 7.
9, 5, and 4. I think are the tops.
Wow. Right now. Zenaida McLean's Yoda with 2 votes. Stephanie Gabriel Bernard and Jameson 1 vote. Amy and Patrick McNally's Nala 1 vote. Warren Waz Willie 1 vote.
Oh,
James
Willie's
Ash-
cute, man. Willie deserves some votes there.
It's a nice photo too.
Yeah.
Heather Ludwig's Hank 1 vote. Wendy Overmeyer Teddy 2 votes. Patty Walls Bentley 2 votes. Neil Maver, our friend Neil. Osa with 3 votes. Candace Pierce and Cody Burns, Nala Bear 1 vote. Jonathan Church Capone 1 vote. Liz Sousa's Brody with 3 votes. Oh boy, I'm getting tired of talking. Eva Klutman's Murphy with 3 votes. Oh, Liz and Dave Ozier with Bella with 7 votes. Coming in strong, coming in hot. Lee Slingluff, Jasper 1 vote.
I think that's tying second.
Heather Daigle,
Second place.
Maui with 1 vote. And Timothy Gay, 8 votes with for River. And that rounds out the 128 total votes so far. We just opened it up. Chris McCarthy says we are tired of living.
Speaking of opening it up, spring is here and stuff downtown and around Gloucester is starting to open up. And, there's a lot of sleepers out there that people ask because they know we're in the know and they see them on the street and they say, hey, what's going on with, Halibut Point that's now Howard Blackburn? What's going on there? We don't know yet, do we? But it is going to open.
Yeah, well, they're saying it's going to. They were looking to be open for St. Patrick's Day, I think.
Okay.
I believe that to be true. I spoke with them, and he keeps. I think that they just have a few finishing touches. I'm not. And listen, I'm not. I'm speaking without. I'm guessing. I don't know if it's like a few items that they're waiting for as far as equipment, or if it's a help thing. But I know when I spoke with him, they wanted to make sure when they opened that they were going to open right.
Mm-hmm.
They were not. They were.
There's no need to rush and half-ass it. They want to do it, get the kinks out, and then be good to go. Now I like the reface of the building with the color. It looks nice and clean.
It's very stark white.
Yeah.
They did not soften that white. It's white. It is. I think you call that I don't know if it's a hospital white or an Arctic white.
Do you think that there's going to be some sort of LED to reflect off that light at night to catch your eye, maybe?
I don't know, but knowing that it's Dennis Flavin, right?
Mm-hmm.
That owns it because there's the other Flavin. Who's the brother? Mark Flavin?
I'm not sure.
Mark Flavin, I think is the brother. Flav's Red Skiff fame. But Dennis is so traditional. I don't know if you see LED there. Dennis is like old school.
Mm-hmm.
Great food though. Whatever they put out. When that place opens, it's gonna be on point.
Captain Carlos reopening under a new name and new owner.
That's right. You read the name, right?
Declan's.
Declan's. Deckland. Oh, you
do not ask the spelling because I did not. I'm half deaf, as you know, so I kind of heard it differently. But Declan's is what I.
So we spoke with them as well, Pat Shea.
Yep.
And
what a nice guy.
Oh, that guy couldn't have been more chill.
And he was on his way out the door when we stopped in to try to get the scoop. And he has offered us an exclusive, actually, which is going to be nice. But he wanted to wait a little bit because again, they have some stuff to get ready and prepare. And what a lot of people are finding still, Joe, is help. Help is the big issue right now. Where school will be letting out, and then they get some of the the workers for the season.
He also had mentioned that when they open, they want to make sure they have everything on point.
Well,
which is great. I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, I know when you were opening a restaurant, most of the time, you put out a lot of money and you're eager to get going. But that patience, because so many people, like, their first impressions are going to be the impression.
Well, the best part about both places that we have mentioned so far, both the former Halibut Point, now Howard Blackburn restaurant, has an outside patio where you can eat outside in the nicer weather. Or if you want to brave some of the colder temperatures, I'm sure that they'll have that open. And then Captain Carlos, now Declan's, has that outside deck too. So people are looking and antsy to be outside. What I've noticed this season, they've done away from COVID those Jersey barriers downtown and the outside dining on Main Street, which is very disappointing to me. I very much enjoyed that. I mean, it was nothing better than to sit outside on a nice summer's day, catch some light, or even in the nighttime on a nice.
I'll tell you right now, the activity that is created by the outdoor dining is about the most exciting thing that's happened on Main Street since the block parties. I mean, the block parties, that's what it was all about.
Mm-hmm.
And it was getting people, and we talked about this earlier. When we were younger and going into Boston,
yes,
you go and it would be 9:45 p.m. and you'd go to where the nightclubs were, and there would be a line of 100 people outside the nightclub. And at 10 o'clock, everybody starts going in. There's a reason. And when you got in, there was hardly anybody inside there. There was a reason they held those lines. Because activity bred activity. When you were driving, you saw that line, like, oh my God, we got to go there. If you didn't,
that place looks busy.
Right. If you went by and they had already let everybody in, there's no line, you're like, oh, there's probably nothing going on in there. But it was a total.
I can't tell you how many times we've done that. Yeah.
It was a total psychological thing. Activity breeds activity. The outdoor dining is absolutely critical, in my opinion, to downtown. Now, the few parking spots that are taken by the outdoor dining is absolutely negligible. And the people that cry about the parking spots, I've used this analogy ad nauseum over the course of at least 10 years on the podcast and on the blog. Here's the analogy. If you go to the mall and you park in the handicap spot, the closest spot to the actual entrance to the mall, the distance you would walk from the handicap spot to the entrance of the mall is further than if you got a parking spot on Rogers Street or on Rogers or Middle Street and walk down. And there's always spots on Rogers Street or Middle Street. Mm-hmm. Always.
Yeah.
So for the people that say that there's a parking problem because they want to park directly in front of the restaurant or in front of the retail store, and they will drive around and make the loop 15 times rather than fucking get out of there, park on Rogers Street.
There tends to be more parking now up on Middle Street with the relocation of the new YMCA.
There's always parking. These people that say there's no parking is ridiculous. On the block parties, I always got out of work late and I had to race down there. I would always go up behind where Destino's was, and I'd come down where the library was. Always parking spots. And the block party was raging. There was the whole street. You couldn't see the street because that's all you saw was the heads, shoulder to shoulder of people.
And not just for the locals. I mean, look at the tourism that comes through. And not just for that one-stop tourist. That's like, hey, that makes them want to come back to town because they experience places like that when they travel, and that's exactly what they're doing. They say, hey, I want to go back to Gloucester. I want to sit out in that that restaurant. You know, a couple of the restaurants on Main Street that had it. Jalapenos, Passports, Tono, the Franklin. You know, it was just really nice.
Sugar Mags, I think.
Yeah, Sugar Mags. Yep.
Yeah. What's it called? Topsides.
I've seen personally when I've driven down Main Street, and I never really had a trouble getting a spot myself. And if it was, I didn't mind going down the I-4C2 lot or whatever, even, or on Rogers Street. I mean, it's a nice day. You get your steps in, you have a walk, and it's no big deal. It's not like you're walking through the combat zone in Boston and it's very dangerous, and you're not, you know what I mean?
Like I said,
I'm just, this is an opinion.
You're absolutely right. Well, I mean, like I said though. Oh, I gotta take care. You gotta. What? Should we log off right now? You want to hold on to it? You want to keep it going?
I don't know how long you're going to be.
I'll be 5 minutes.
But the one-man show is not going to be as exciting as the two-man show. So
we can log off, or you can keep it going. It's up to you.
let's log it off.
All right.
We'll revisit it.
All right.
And we'll shelve some of these topics for next time. But that was a great little half hour. Actually, we were right about a half an hour, so that's perfect. Just a big shout out to Jim Dalpiaz, Elk of the Year, over the Elks. Pat Dalpiaz for all her various contributions that she's done. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in.
Vote for your favorite dog, and if you have a dog in the hunt, share it with your friends. I just put the link again. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Gloucester.
Good
Out.
morning.